After Game 6 between the Mavs and Thunder yesterday, Luka and Kyrie shared a moment. Fresh after the game, most players still on the court, NBA media and cameras surround them, and they just had a warm embrace soaking the moment in. Now, when I seen this, all I could think about while watching it was, damn, they really proved everyone wrong, feel me? Now, if you thought the Mavs would make the conference finals, have a strong chance at winning this year's NBA title, and damn near go all the way since October or really August before the season began, congratulations, you was in the minority and you were right. But for the most part, man, listen, we're not gonna cap here. Last year they didn't even make the playoffs. Many people questioned the addition of Kyrie Irving, and plenty fans in NBA media questioned how they would play winning basketball. And yeah, here we are. The number one seed in the Western Conference has been knocked off. Dallas packed them up in 6 games in ridiculously clutch fashion at that. I mean, come on now. Yeah, the Mavs were at home, but they were down 16 at half, facing a young but hungry Oklahoma City Thunder team that wanted to bring things home for Game 7, where they would have a great chance at potentially winning the series. But obviously, the Mavs did not allow that. And so yeah, in today's video, I'm basically finna give them their credit while also speaking on why I believe NBA teams should fear the Mavericks going further in this year's playoffs. Because again, for the most part, they were slept on. So yeah, y'all go ahead and let me know in the comments, how do you feel about the Dallas Mavericks? Did you really believe in them to go this far all along? Why not? Especially if you're not even a Mavs fan, please explain yourself. But yeah, man, really quick before I go any further, what's up YouTube? Plug Speaks. Back with another video. If you're new, first of all, welcome. Go ahead and sub. Also like the video if you enjoy. I upload quality basketball content, and we're on the ground for 5K, so I most definitely appreciate it. But back to the video. Now, real quick, we gonna get into what the Mavs are succeeding at in this year's playoffs, feel me? What makes them dangerous and whatnot, but I gotta start with what I've seen from the Mavericks in Game 6, specifically versus OKC, because again, they pulled off some stuff to where we're able to see that when it comes down to it, they'll find a way to win. We just seen it. Down 16 and a half. If they lose, they still got another chance to win in Game 7. So it's not like they're playing with no house money. They could damn near be comfortable. And yet, they played as if their backs was against the wall. Luka damn near had a 30-point triple-double. Kyrie did wizard-like things in the clutch per usual. And they effectively used their supporting cast. I know y'all seen PJ Washington with them clutch threes. This is exactly what coaches be referring to when they say they're trying to see team basketball, when they say they want to see players adapt to help the team win. Because if I gotta say one thing, the success of the Mavericks in this year's postseason has taught me that everyone was wrong about how we was approaching the idea of Kyrie and Luka playing together. Like, peep this. In the 6 games versus OKC, this man Kyrie averaged 15 points, 6 assists, and 2 rebounds on 44% shooting from the field and 42% shooting from 3. Now, amazing shooting splits per usual. I mean, Kyrie, he's done 50, 40, 90 before. He can shoot that thing. However, 15 points? Are you serious? Most people would assume that if Kyrie averages 15 points, man, something went incredibly wrong and he got strapped down. However, that was not the case. In the second game of the series, the first game they won, he had 9 points and 11 assists. Mind you, he only had 8 shot attempts. This is a perfect display of literally taking what the defense gives you and reacting accordingly. Because listen, this Kyrie Irving, we know what he can do. Like, literally in the Clippers series just before this, man averaged 26 on 50% shooting from the field and 44% shooting from 3. However, in this series versus OKC, he saw opportunities that the defense took away and then created those opportunities for his teammates. And that right there is winning basketball. I mean, mind you, Kyrie Irving is the second option on this team. He's playing this role effectively to the T. Because sure, if bro was the first option, then you could be like, alright bro, I don't care what you say, 15 points not gonna cut it. But he's not. He leaves the first option duties to Luka Doncic, he's been cooking. In the 6 games versus OKC, that man averaged 25 points, 8 assists, and 10 rebounds on 45% shooting from the field and 39% shooting from 3. I mean, I'm talking about bon appetit. I'm trying to sit down and order some food at this point because he really tough. Now, I will say one thing with Luka, he needs to watch his turnovers. He had 7 yesterday. He averaged nearly 5 over the course of the series. And when we're talking about the Mavericks as title contenders, I'm not sure how long he's going to get away with that before teams take advantage. But let me focus on the good for right now, right? Okay, again, I just want to reemphasize the fact that people were approaching the idea of Kyrie and Luka playing together the wrong way. We should have been assumed that Kyrie was going to adjust his game and act accordingly for the benefit of the team. Now, I do understand that based on Kyrie's history, people just was not trying to give him that benefit of the doubt. However, fact of the matter is he bought in and they are winning because of it. But anyway, something else the Mavericks are doing well this postseason: defense. They have a top 5 defense in this year's playoffs. They are holding teams to an average of 103 points per game. Now, admittedly, me personally, I did not expect this. Mind you, in the regular season, they ranked 20th as far as best NBA defenses. Just very mediocre. They were allowing an average of 115 points per game. Again, are you serious? That's losing basketball. However, all we can say is that the Mavericks have amped it up in this year's playoffs. Even Luka, we all know everybody likes teasing Luka about his defense, somewhat deservedly so. However, he had a block in multiple games this past series, one of which on Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. So again, them boys deserve some credit. But anyway, moving on to, I guess, one of the last things I want to highlight as I uplift the Dallas Mavericks: their supporting cast. And when I say supporting cast, I'm not just talking about their bench. I mean everyone besides Luka and Kyrie. So yeah, Derek Lively, PJ Washington, Daniel Gafford, shit, even Tim Hardaway streaky self, Derek Jones Jr., they got some hoopers. Now, specifically a guy like PJ Washington, he had 3 games with over 20 points in this series. Talk about an X factor. And if he continues to play this way, you'd be a fool to not fear the Dallas Mavericks as potential NBA champions. It's the facts. And speaking of that, looking ahead of the conference finals, Dallas fans should feel great because last time they made the conference finals, right, they ran into the Warriors and they were heavy underdogs. Steph was going crazy that year. That was Clay's first year back. They wanted blood. They wanted revenge. However, this time around, I know they're not going to be the favorites, especially versus the Nuggets or Timberwolves. I'm recording this before Game 7, so I don't know who it's going to be at. But regardless, even though the Dallas Mavericks would probably be the underdog in that series too, they're not going to be heavy underdogs. Like, they're going to have a really good chance at winning that series. And I'm not going to lie, I'm not sure who I would pick to win it. However, bro, it wouldn't be a foregone conclusion. And yeah, with that being said, I appreciate y'all watching. I'm finna wrap this video up. Y'all let me know if the Mavericks surprised y'all. Me personally, I titled this video what I did because I truly believe everyone slept on the Dallas Mavericks. Man, they are surprising people. That's the facts. But yeah, man, I appreciate y'all watching. Like the sub, share it, sub if new. I will see y'all in the next one, and I'm out.